Hey guys, welcome back to Pine Hollow Auto Diagnostics. Today I'm at Staten Island, New York, visiting Keith DeFazio of New Level Auto. He's a mobile technician. There's his work van right there. And we're doing some field calls. He said he averages about 15 cars a day, and that's like a light day. That's freaking impressive. But yeah, I'm just here. He invited me, he saw my videos, said, hey man, you should come on down. I got this cool gig going on here in Staten Island. So I'm like, why the heck not? Since I'm starting out the business, might as well learn the ropes with a real professional. So I just figured, might as well shoot a video on one of the interesting ones. We've already done 2 diagnoses today, and it's, he says it's, what is it, after morning. So 1984 Buick Grand National, turbocharged 3.8 liter V6. Customer complaint, runs rough. Now I haven't run it yet. First thing we're gonna do, since this is the first year with the sequential fuel injection, Multec ones. Now this baby has what, 65,000 on the clock, pretty mint interior, but these injectors, they just go bad from sitting. So what we're doing here, got the Varus hooked up. There's a fuse for the injector and the fuel pump. It's a 15 amp fuse. And we're just gonna do current ramp on these injectors. And maybe we'll find the problem really quickly, maybe we won't. So let's fire it up, look at some current ramps. All right, let's fire up this beast. And our current clamp is backwards, it looks like. All right. So keep in mind, this is the fuel pump and the injectors. Okay, it's real choppy right now. Let's see if it responds to throttle. Sweet AC Delco stereo here. Turn that off. So we see current ramps, but obviously they're being kind of hidden by the fuel pump ripple. I might have to hook up the OBD1 GM adapter here, see if it has any codes. It's it's kind of running a little rough, but apparently when it warms up it's even worse. So let me get the little plug and see if we can stream some data. All right guys, we've got the GM adapter plugged in. Code 45, rich exhaust. So that's not completely useless. So let's start it up, look at some data. Again, sorry about the glare, it's actually sunny here. Okay, so we have exhaust oxygen lean, RPM. There's our bias voltage right now, 0.5 volt, open loop. The TPS, let's see. So obviously it's a little slow to respond, but it works. Layer control valve. This is all the data there is. Vehicle speed. What else is interesting here? Knock. There's airflow, so that's pretty key. So let's customize this just to help this guy out. Let's do deselect all, RPM, O2, integrator, open loop, closed loop, exhaust oxygen, block learn, airflow. Oh, I don't know. That should be good enough. TPS. So let's graph oxygen sensor and not TPS here, airflow and oxygen sensor. Let's start her up. Okay, closed loop. Rich lean, so it is switching. Integrator. Block learn, those are like short and long term fuel trims. Alright, we just went lean. It's kind of shaking, misfiring a bit. I'm gonna hold the throttle down a little bit. Oh, really doesn't like that. Still switching. The integrator's at 90 now. Now we're stuck rich. It's coming down. I think that's where our rich coat is coming from. Falls flat on its face. Real rough now. So it's misfiring, see it drop lean. Very interesting. I think once it starts missing, it'll watch the short-term trim here. It's kind of oscillating now. Fuel away, bottomed out, and it's still rich. So that's where our rich exhaust coat's coming from. Let's take a look at. So does it not have enough fuel, or does it have too much fuel? That's the question. Can we trust this oxygen sensor? Did a couple snaps there. The oxygen sensor does respond. We are in closed loop. So what do you guys think is going on with this Buick? Trying to take fuel away, but it's not happening. I want to take a look at this fuel pressure regulator. Dry. peg rich. So the oxygen sensor does respond to a snap throttle. Still in closed loop. Let me put the idle air control position up there too. I'm just curious now. See, it's at 0. There you go. Open closed loop. So open loop right now. Closed loop. So when it does the little loping thing, I guess it goes into open loop? Is that what's going on here? So we're pegged rich right now. What would cause a rich condition? We already checked the fuel pressure regulator. See, it's open loop. Doesn't know what to do. We're pegged rich again. It smells kind of rich. Now see, when it goes into open loop, the integrator goes to 128. Let's see. Falls on his face. So we're definitely going lean when we snap the throttle, I think. Here we go again. There's our mass airflow. Now, I wonder if I unplug the mass airflow, what the backup strategy is, if it'll run any better. Okay. So that might be the next test. So I unplug the mass airflow, see how she runs, if at all. Closed loop. Okay. Do we fix it? Oh, lean, lean, lean. Come on, add some fuel. We're going up, 150, 141. $150, $150. Still stuck lean. Okay, now we're back into control. $144, $125 in the integrator. Let off the throttle slowly. See what it does at an idle. Taking fuel away. Taking fuel away. Okay, we're still in closed loop. Throttle response is decent. It's good. I like that. Now let's see if we can make it go into that funk again. Closed loop with no mass airflow. And the block learner and integrator look decent. Wonder why that idle air control is at 0. We'll just let it run without the mass airflow for a little while. So without the mass airflow, it's been running for a few minutes here. Seems to be good. Throttle response is good. I'm gonna save that. Let's go check our codes, see if we got a mass airflow sensor. Uh-oh. What's going on now? EGR system problem, rich exhaust, MAF sensor circuit too low. Okay. Come on, data. Why is it crapping out right now? I'm going to check this EGR system. Maybe just override it, you know, actuate it, see what happens. Do a quick bypass test on the EGR valve here. Hook up our vacuum pump. Pump it up. Almost stalls the car, nothing wrong with the EGR valve. But I released the vacuum, and it doesn't really want to come back to life here. There it goes. I wonder if you can actually see the printer moving there. The vacuum should come back to life, right? Maybe we'll tap on it. That's your tapper. We'll use that. Works, but we just need to rev it up to get it back into So let me plug the MAF back in and see how it runs with the MAF. Alright guys, MAF plugged back in. Clear out here. Closed loop. See if we go rich again. Look at our integrator. closed loop. It's doing its thing. We might have to clear these codes to get the... No, mass airflow is, that's responding. Why is our idle air control position at 0? I don't know why. Let's turn it off, turn it back on, reset the codes. Clear codes, let's see, display codes. Really sorry about the glare. So MAF, sensor circuit too low, it's number 34. EGR system problem, rich exhaust. So let's clear those. Disconnect negative battery cable for at least 30 seconds. Oh, that's great. I'm too lazy to do that. I think these codes should just go away when the car runs good. Here we go. O2, airflow. See that? Integrator. That's dropping. We're stuck rich. Falls flat on its face. So see our mass airflow at idle, 15, and apparently that's just too much. Now we can, scope this out. Let's see, it's going open and closed loop now. And when in open loop, apparently it's just dumping too much fuel. Okay. So it's not an EGR problem. So in closed loop it's pretty close, it actually takes out enough fuel to compensate, but in open loop, not a chance. Let's look at the exhaust here. 20 grams per second right now at idle. Let's look at the component test meter, see what our mass airflow should be. 3.8 VIN. What VIN is this? VIN E. VIN E. Oh wait, 3.8 liter. VIN 9 or VIN A? VIN 9. Okay. That means turbo. Carbureted charging system, transmission. Oh, come on. we're not carbureted here, guys. Gotta be fuel injected. How do we get out of here? Let's see. Change vehicle. Vehicle history, activate, scanner. Okay. Data. RPM, O2, integrator, open closed loop, exhaust, lock learn, AC grams, airflow. So stuck rich. Lock learn, integrators down at 90. You see, when the integrator's down at 90, it runs pretty okay. But when it starts doing that loping thing, going to open and close loop, see your integrator? Doesn't like it. So at this point, should we just call the mass airflow sensor? Let's create a vacuum leak, see if it actually responds. So we got here no brake booster, and take out this guy right here. Just want to create a vacuum leak right there. Alright, here we go. Got the pipe undone, so I'm going to pull it back, see if it runs any better. Look at our data when we do that. Yeah, drop lean. So that was our vent right there when we pulled the tube off. So I'm calling a uncalibrated MAF, I guess, at this point. Alright, we're on the mass airflow signal wire. We're looking at the frequency here in hertz. So key on, engine off, 20 hertz, baseline. We're going to start it up, see what it is at idle. $50 hertz. It's right around 50. It's actually dropping to 45. So you snap the throttle. See, our maximum was 92. 92 hertz. Alright, it's starting its bucking and chugging. You see that? That's not good, right? The camera doesn't see it, it goes all the glare. So what? I wonder what happened there. Let's look at the actual signal again. We just want volts. Alright, there's our signal. Drop the scale down. Alright. Whoa. Oh yeah. See the glitch there? Let's go back to the lab scope, see if we can get a better capture of that. Do 1 volt scale. Alright, there's our signal for a 200 milliseconds screen. So snap it. I didn't see any glitches there. trigger, you can definitely... Right there. Or was that because of really low airflow?
Really low airflow. It doesn't look like it actually glitched out.
Okay, let's shut her down and see what the signal looks like. But on the frequency meter, oh, I should probably turn the key back on, huh? All right, there's our 20 hertz signal. Well, just think of the variables here. We have a rich condition, okay, with the mass airflow plugged in. If you unplug it, it runs very well off of the Barrow map sensor over there. So the default strategy is working as it should. So how can we be metering too much air? I mean, it can't be a vacuum leak, that would give us a lean condition. Well, that's my thought process. But then the MAF is $400 or so, I'm told, so we have to be pretty sure in our call here. So let me brainstorm here, we'll put our heads together, and this call at this point it looks like a miscalibrated mass airflow sensor. So we pop this mass airflow sensor out, and you can see it is coated with this nice Canon oil, and it's a hot film type. That can't be good for it. So what we're going to try to do is clean it off and see if our numbers change, at least at idle. So we might get lucky, but this piece is pricey, so we have to be pretty confident of our call. I think we're starting to get a little better picture of what's going on here. The air tube is actually full of oil. You can see right there in the folds, the accordion. Motor oil, looks like. And where did it come from? We have this thing capped off. Where does that go? Breather. Okay, that's the only way this oil could have gotten here. I don't think it was from the air filter, because it looks pretty dry in there. So I don't know when this was done, but maybe the engine is so shot, worn out, we're getting so much blow-by out of the oil fill, filling the air tube and going down to the mass airflow, contaminating that. So I don't know if that theory is sound. We should check our PCV system at this point. So if this is the fresh air inlet, there should be a PCV valve somewhere. I'll try to find it.
Okay, so here we are. Ivan has now just hopped into his car and realized that he left his key on the entire time that we spent a half hour talking. So the diagnostic on this one was that we absolutely needed to keep a little tiny booster pack in our wallet, or in our glove box, I should say. And here he is right here, the man of the hour.
Would you say it's a long crank time?
I would say that was an extended crank time on this car, and I really think we should look into that a little bit further. Is that timing chain tension or rattle I hear? No. Okay, definitely not. No. And the guilt is shown, folks.
I'm not tearing that shit apart again.
All right.